This video, I want to talk about why you might be gaining weight during the body recomposition process, and in particular, body fat, how to tell this is the case, and what you need to do to fix it. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jodie, and I help you change your beliefs so you can change your body, your health, and your life. So I got asked this really good question I wanted to kind of discuss in detail here. It's to do with gaining weight during body recomposition. So if you are starting out skinny fat, going into recomp, building your calories up, because I do recommend doing that, especially if you're only eating like 1200 to 1500 calories a day. If that is you, and then you are gaining weight, and in particular gaining body fat like this person, why is that happening, or why could it be happening, and what do you need to do to kind of fix it? Because at the end of the day, if you're going through recomp, you shouldn't be gaining body fat. Now, there is a lot to it, and this is general, just remember that as well. Like, it's hard sometimes to really know for sure without actually seeing all the data and then also speaking to you, because a big part of this is how you are feeling throughout the process as well. In particular, how your energy is during your workouts, how strong you're getting, seeing those numbers in particular is really important. And then also understanding how your hunger is. And that's the key to this, right? Like, if you are building calories up, you need to make sure you are doing it really slowly and only when your biofeedback indicates that your body is ready. If you do it too soon, you are going to gain unnecessary body fat. Now, I'll point out as well, strict recomp, you don't gain weight, you don't gain body fat, you lose fat, you build muscle. But there are situations where you might not have much muscle on you and you actually have potential to gain weight. And through building muscle, you're actually going to lower your body fat percentage. And in that process, you can gain weight very slowly and it's still recomposition. Anyway, so this person has been gaining weight and at a decent rate, but I would say it's too fast. That's probably why they're gaining body fat as well. And the reason I know they're gaining body fat is, first of all, if someone is saying you were skinny in October and then chubby now, that's a sign. And then if you are struggling to fit into your jeans. So if your weight is going up, but your measurements are staying the same or going down, then you're building a lot of muscle, and then you could be losing fat if your measurements are going down. But your measurements don't necessarily have to change, but they shouldn't be going up. So could it be that this person has built a lot of muscle? Yes. But they've also gained fat, which is not ideal. Now, another reason I think this could be happening in this case, so first of all, they haven't actually listened to their biofeedback and done things slow enough. And then second of all, comes back to your training and your training intensity in particular. Even if you are progressive overloading and weight training 3 to 4 days a week, that's a great start. But it's not everything, right? You can be adding weight, you can be progressive overloading, but you can be doing the wrong exercises and you can still not be using high enough intensity to get the result that you want. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about here, I do have a video that's not too far back about how to know whether you're lifting heavy enough. And that's the intensity I am talking about here, right? I'm not talking about getting your heart rate up and doing high intensity interval training or anything like that. I'm talking about weight and making sure that the last 2 to 3 reps of each set, that contraction, the speed of contraction slows down because you are using heavy enough weights. And what you'll find is if you are training with that kind of intensity, your hunger is going to start picking up. And whilst you're still getting stronger, you're going to be kind of finding it harder to keep pushing that intensity, and you're going to keep getting hungrier. And then that's when I would increase calories, given your measurements are staying the same, given your weight isn't really going up, or maybe it's creeping up very, very slowly. The reason I think something is off with this person's training, not just in terms of intensity, but also the program they're using, is because 2000 calories for your height and weight is still not a lot of food, especially if you are keeping your protein high and you are hitting that kind of step target every day. So my suspicion is, without knowing the program that you're following, there is something wrong with either your intensity, your form, or the actual program. And I would hope that you're not just using the same program over and over, and you are following a periodized program that is structured and based on your level as well. That is really important. In this case, what I would do is I would fix your training first. I wouldn't actually drop calories. At the moment, that's probably an unpopular opinion, even amongst coaches. 2,000 calories, again, it's not a lot of food. You are getting stronger. You are probably building some muscle. That's great. So let's keep that going. Fat loss should start taking care of itself if you fix your training. The alternative is, yes, you could go into a small deficit. I would aim for like a 20% deficit, get some weight off you, and then go back to building your calories up slowly and making sure you are, again, fixing your training. So you're going to have to do that anyway, and listening to your biofeedback. All of this has to happen so slow. And I know you probably think 6 months is a long time, but it actually isn't that long when you are dealing with the human body and changing its composition. So building muscle, losing body fat. Something else I want to touch on, just so it's clear, if you are gaining weight, you are not eating at maintenance, you are in a surplus. So that's why you have to be very careful when that is happening to note what is going on with your body, like assessing the biofeedback again, your hunger, your energy, especially, and then also what your measurements are doing. Then I want to say, like, it's great that you are feeling stronger and that you've likely built muscle, because that's part of it, right? And you have done well to build your calories up, and it is so important that you do that. So that's why I'm like, let's just keep it there and see if we can stimulate some fat loss without having to change your calories, see how you go for a month, and then reassess. Now, I am actually working on something very exciting at the moment. I'm super proud of it. It is an 8-week program. So if you are having trouble finding a good program to follow and you are a beginner, you kind of fit into that skinny fat category, this is going to be for you. I'm still working on it though, so it's not ready yet, but keep your eyes out for it. I'm hoping it will be ready by the end of May, maybe a bit earlier. I've got to perfect it though, because I am a perfectionist, and I basically haven't sold a program because I want to get you a result. That is what I care about. And it's very easy to do with one-to-one coaching because I can be asking you a million questions, I can be checking in with you and making sure you're doing what you need to do. But if I just offer a program, then I can't do that. And so I need to make sure it's set up in a way that it kind of gives you everything you need and covers all the potential mistakes that you could be making, so then you can execute it properly and get a result. Anyway, that is all for this video. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, please like it. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to send me an email, and I will see you in the next video.